And we play just to play, man. Slow flower, $1 million team. Let's go. You know, and I walk in a drastic state. Slow flow, I put the heat on you, yeah. And my eyes is blind as blood money. See, got me about to lose my mind. I'm all fidgety, wild like a crackhead. I am this mess, like the gut on the street corner. Run with the heat holders, no loose ends, and move to only win. No new friends in this life that I'm in. Got my mind in the lurks, I move with hard work. I was raised by these streets, I was made for the heat, yeah. And I'm all in every day, sacrificing with my life that I'm all day jeopardizing. And this block here is what I side on. Slow, probably play these streets until my mind gone. And this lights out, I play just to play it. Mean what I say, don't rap just to say it. Yeah, my brain gone, need to leave this life alone. Sleepwalking, no post, can't up to no hope, and it's maxed out. My brain blacked out, thinking about these days, just living every day.
That's how we do it out here. Put up your guard, don't you want with no fear. There's no place you can go on the life that we know. It's getting it on these streets. We hustle hard, that's how we do it out here. Put up your guard, don't you want with no fear. Live one day at a time, stay on the grind. Getting it on these streets, oh yeah.
6 in the morning, nigga, to 6 at night. I keep struggling to fight, trying to keep on my sight. Nigga, won't go right, I
Welcome to another edition of the Movie Plus Fight Show. Alright guys, it feels like it's been a year since I posted up a video. And it was Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. Thanks to everybody for emailing me and posting on my page Happy New Year's or Merry Christmas. I apologize if I didn't get a chance to email you back. Been really busy. Got a lot of mail, you know, in the bag. From a lot of you guys. I apologize if I have not been, able to respond as promptly as I should. I've been really busy. I'm trying to work on some new stuff that's going to be rolling into this new year, okay? I think this is a great year for boxing. I think we had a fantastic year for 2008. There was some great matchups that were made in 2008. Fights that we really needed in order to show that boxing is not dead. It's well living, and it's still one of the greatest sports to ever have been created, okay? To start off the new year, we got, Andre Berto versus Luis Collazo. A tough, slick Puerto Rican southpaw fighter for Andre Berto. I think it's a great test for Andre Berto, okay? I think Collazo should bring out the worst and the best out of Berto, because this is a fight that Berto cannot really overlook and really think that he's going to be able to walk over Collazo. Even though Collazo's been dropped by Ricky Hand and he's had his problems in and out of the ring. But Collazo always comes to fight. Collazo is a very motivated, determined fighter, okay? This is a guy that, is very slick. He knows what he's doing. He's got great ring generalship. And you know what? He always seems to try to correct when he makes a mistake and comes back a little bit better and stronger, okay? So this is his opportunity to shine again. And you would have to really look at, this could be probably the toughest fight for Andre Berto if he's not right in the head, physically, mentally, and everything else that comes along in walking in the ring in this night, facing Luis, okay? Who will win this fight? Well, the obvious will be for everybody would go with the young, newly champion right now that is out there, Andre Berto. The speed, the power. This guy has the molding, the sculpture of a young sugar Shane Mosley. Okay, Melvick Taylor. He's got the mentality of a Melvick Taylor, which he goes in and he likes to bang, and he's not really quick-footed, but he's quick-handed. Okay, very big up on top, welterweight, and a big threat in the welterweight division. The last time we got to have a chance to really witness his craft in the ring was when he faced Steve Forbes, and you know what? It was a great matchup for him. It was a good test for him because it was a veteran fighter that walked into the ring with Andre Berto and really was able to stick it out with Berto and show that, you know what, Berto needs to resort to other things when you can't knock out a particular opponent, okay? So it shows the composure that Andre Berto has, okay, and the maturity that he needs in order to succeed in this sport. Now, facing Luis Collazo is a completely different fighter, first off, okay? Luis is a slick fighter, but also got a little bit of pop in himself there too. But also, you know, he can be a little frustrating when you can't hit him, all right? This is a guy that's got some tricks up his sleeve, and really, he's a hungry fighter. This guy understands that he's getting another shot of getting a world title and another shot on a televised worldwide event for him to really get himself out there and show that he's a major threat at a welterweight division. This is a strong guy, guys. Remember, this is a very, very tough veteran fighter here. This is the guy that really, if there's going to be an upset to start off the new year, this is a possible upset that he can give us against Andre Berto. But how big of an upset chance does he have? Well, I'm going to have to give him maybe 80%. There's an 80% chance that he can give Berto an upset. Reason being this. I just said it a little while ago, Berto does not have the quickest feet in the world, okay? Berto does most of his work when you stand in front of him and get stuck in mud, where he's able to tee off his 6, 7, 8 punch combination when he starts throwing from all spots. Throws his uppercuts and stuff, okay? He's got a good jab, but Berto really likes to mix it up. He likes to be in the pocket with you and start throwing bombs with you, okay? Because he understands he's a much, smaller frame, stockier, but heavier-handed puncher. Where Collazo's not going to do that. Collazo's going to try to keep it in the middle of the ring and really have him keep turning and hard pivoting up and really just picking his shots and frustrating the younger, stronger champion at the time, okay? Collazo's going to be looking to really establish his southpaw stance and his jab and keep it at a distance and really keep that ring generalship at that distance and not try to close it in where it's going to give Berto the possibility of opening up and landing those, shots that he likes to land. The overhand right, the uppercut, the really outside left hook that he likes to throw. So Collazo doing that, he's gonna, if he does get caught up in the middle with him, he's gonna try to tie up Berto. He's gonna try to, hold Berto, frustrate him, make him do things that he's not used to doing, and that's the thing, that's the telling of the fight, is making Berto do things that he normally would not do, just like Forbes was able to do, okay? There was some flaws in the Forbes fight that, if you're gonna go up against Berto, you can keep an eye on and look at it and say, oh, okay, well, not the quickest foot guy. If he can't knock me out, he kind of, he needs to rethink his game plan, and you can kind of befuddle him if you're able to make him rethink his game plan and not allow him to come up with a game plan. So that means that Luis will always consistently need to be changing it up. He's going to have an A, B, and C plan in order to make an upset for Andre Berto, okay? If he doesn't have a B or C plan, then it's obviously what's going to happen is Berto is just going to cut off the ring eventually and make him fight his fight. And that's the thing, is Berto needs to make Luis fight his fight. Don't fight Luis's fight, which is going to be the slick, be elusive, not be there, hit me, but I'm going to hit you type of fight, okay? That's what Berto's got to look for, Remember, Berto's got quick hands, but in order to be effective with those quick hands, that opponent needs to be in front of him, okay? So my prediction is this, all right, is I'm going to say Luis Collazo is going to have his great moments from round 1 all the way to 6 and 7, but I think eventually he's going to run out of gas from the pressure that Berto's going to apply to him, and I think the hand speed is going to, really confuse him a little bit. Berto's going to be a little confused with the orthodox stance that Luis is able to pose against him, but I think he's going to be able to figure it out after the 5th or 6th round, okay? Could he upset Berto? Of course. I just said he could. He has an 80% chance of upsetting him. But he's got to have more than just one plan walking into the ring facing Andre Berto. But Berto is a tough and determined, strong Haitian fighter, okay? This guy's not coming just to lose. This guy's coming to make a statement in the welterweight division to prove that he is one of the best and he's a reckon to be forced with in this welterweight division that's very, very, very deep at this moment, okay? So this is a great matchup. I'm going to go with Andre Berto for a possible, I'm going to say all the way 12 split decision possibly. I don't think it's going to be a shutout fight. I think you're going to have some moments, and it's going to be an exciting fight because of the fact that Andre Berto comes to fight. He doesn't come to look cute in the ring. He comes to fight. He always likes to give the fans what they're asking for, which is an entertaining back and forth war, and that's what makes Andre Berto such a special fighter, is that he comes to fight. All right, so I'm gonna go with Andre Berto on this fight. Luis Collazo, though, like I said before, would not be surprised if this Puerto Rican star decides to upset him and outthink the younger warrior, okay? Because this is a veteran that still has a lot of tricks in his sleeve. This is a veteran that's been in with some of the best fighters in the world, and this is a veteran that is a hungry veteran, okay? And number one, two, this is a Puerto Rican veteran, okay? A lot of Puerto Ricans got a lot of heart. These are guys that come into the ring, especially in his backyard. He's gonna come down. He's coming down to, you know, put a stamp and say, hey, I'm here not to leave. I'm here to make some noise so I can get the bigger money fights out there for myself. But unfortunately, I'm not going to go with Luis, and even though I would want to, but I think that the fight for him is just going to be a little bit too much for him to handle, and I think as soon as he can, handle the speed and power of Andre Berto, he's going to fall apart in the later rounds, and it's going to go landing into the decision lap for Andre Berto. Anyways, I'm your host, Dave Duenas, and thank you for watching another edition of the Will Be Blood Fight Show. Before I let you go, I want to let everybody know I am launching my own boxing website, so please support it. It should be up within a week or two. It's called Solarplex Promotions. The Will Be Blood Fight Show. We're going to have